next 15 minutes, which first of all we'll start with Antoine Gizenga. So the Court of Appeal was a candidate, the presidential candidate who were rejected, continues to reject more and more cases or continue to put many candidates astray, saying that they are not legally permitted to postulate. Regardless of their appeal, they are not accepted as a candidate to the presidential. This was the case of Antoine Gizenga, who is quite old. His case was also rejected, and that's it for him. He can no longer continue to play or continue to postulate as a candidate for the coming presidential. In the same area, although Gizenga was rejected and others, however, one candidate, whose name is Sami Badibanga, his case was maintained, and because his case was maintained, his lawyer is very happy. He's pleased with the decision of the court of law. And he's pleased because he believes that his client will stand for the presidency. Of course, this guy, Sami Badibanga, was a former prime minister who was working with Kabila, and we'll see what will happen as a next step. But if we continue to look further, other candidates were rejected. Apart from Gizenga, there were also the candidate of MLC, which is Jean-Pierre Bemba. And Jean-Pierre Bemba was rejected because of his case, which is actually facing at CPI, or the International Court. And the International Court, by saying that Jean-Pierre Bemba has got what you call subordination of those who were supposed to testify, people of the courts in Congo have also decided that Jean-Pierre Bemba is not eligible because of that case that he's facing with CPI. Therefore, MLC, which is a group, which is a political party of Jean-Pierre Bemba, has stood up. And by standing up, they say, look, you people of CPI, you should maybe review, you should maybe explain clearly what does it mean, subordination of those who are supposed to testify. Because of the confusion that you have put up front, that confusion today has led Jean-Pierre Bemba candidacy to be ineligible. So, therefore, the secretary of MLC, F. Bazaiba, has written a letter to the representative of CPI in the Congo, requesting them to clarify the situation, to clarify that charge, to clarify that conviction which was given to Jean-Pierre Bemba, which was put on Jean-Pierre Bemba, so that Jean-Pierre Bemba can at least see a new horizon of his political candidacy for the presidency, which is coming in 2018, December the 23rd. Furthermore, MLC continue to say that if things continue to work wrong or continue to work against their favor, they are going to be like a button on the way, or they are going to be like a blockage for the process of the election. They are going to boycott it. And possibly they may quit the elections completely, or again, they may take other measures that I don't know. But we are going and we'll see, we are going to wait and we are going to see what they are going to do in coming days. MLC continue furthermore, moreover, to accuse Tambwe Mwamba, who is the Minister of Justice, to say that he has used that power to show his hatred against Jean-Pierre Bemba. So for them, the people of MLC, Tambwe Mwamba is on top of the misconduct, on top of the decisions that the people of the court of appeal has taken against their candidate. The candidate himself, Jean-Pierre Bemba, has said that, this is just like a parody of election. It's not a true election. He considers it as a parody. And he finds himself as a victim of a political decision. So therefore, he said, that was on France 24, that President Kabila is trying, or is choosing the candidate that he wants from the opposition to stand against his dauphin or his man, Emmanuel Ramazani Shadari. So for Jean-Pierre Bemba, I believe that putting him aside, removing as a member of the opposition, because Kabila is doing what he believes should be easy for Ramazani to win the election. UNC, another political part of Vital Kamerhe, also believes that suppressing Muzito and Jean-Pierre Bemba from this marathon, from this election, means dividing the opposition. Muzito, on the other hand, wherever he is, Muzito and Katumbi, who are actually both are in Belgium, they believe that the court of law, the court of appeal, was made just for Kabila, because it's just like they have been used, they have been working according to Kabila's rules. So it's just a matter of instrumentalization. Therefore, they ask for the population, they ask for everybody to not forget the agreement of Saint Sylvestre, where the machine of vote, or the machine of election, electoral machine, in a region. People have to think about it. They also remind the people to think about the crispation of those who are in the jail. Those people are supposed to be live free, to be given the freedom to come and police. Here we are talking about Diongo, Diomi, and others. So Katumbi and Muzito again insisted that they should also review the electoral process, because all was corrupt. Everything is based on corruption. So reviewing those processes will be something of great importance for the country. However, the two say that they will be behind any candidate whom the opposition will choose, and they will put in place their strength, they will put in place their capacities in order to fight with the opposition and to defeat the government which is ruling actually. This will take us to Maindombe. In Maindombe, where 4 people has lost their lives through an accident. So one of the big ship was leaving Kinshasa to go towards the northern part of the country. And that ship, while it was navigating, a small boat, whom 4 people were riding, whom 4 people were present, they were riding towards the northern part. They wanted to climb into the ship. Viewing the size of the ship and the speed of the ship hurted. The ship collided with that small boat, which was destroyed completely, and the 4 people disappeared underwater. They went underneath the ship, and that led to an accident. So far, the bodies of those 4 people haven't been seen yet. Those 4 people were a father with his 3 sons. So we say our condolences to the family, to that family who has lost 4 people. However, the government or the police has arrested the captain of the ship. And maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after tomorrow, we will know what is happening, what has taken place, order or to judge him, or what we will say, or the true story of what exactly has happened. We are waiting to hear more, and we'll keep you up to date. We go to Kinshasa, where the deputy or member of parliament Muyaya has requested the government of the Congo to improve the conditions of work for teachers. And for him, he considers teachers to be heroes. That is true. Our teachers are heroes because they are training our children. Our children tomorrow will be the leaders of the country. There will be those who will stand to guide the country, those who will stand to fight for the country, to be there for the future. And he says, look, the government should improve the conditions of those workers, which is very, very acceptable. But we are also asking the government to improve the condition of work for every citizen of the Congo, because the soldiers are working in worse conditions, the court of law, everybody in the Congo, conditions of work are extremely. So improving those conditions will improve the life and the system of work in the Congo. We are going back to Goma, where the people of Lucha, 7 members of Lucha were transferred to the court because of what took place on Monday the 3rd. They did a demonstration, as I told you yesterday, and that the demonstration ended to put them in front of a, it's in front of the police force and the coalition. The confrontation of the police force has led 7 of those to be. Why did the police arrest the 7? Because among the demonstrators, there were motorists. Those motorists threw a few stones to the vehicle of the commander of the police in Goma. As a consequence, 7 people of Lucha were beaten up, they were tortured, and they were presented to the court of law today to be questioned. However, one of them, by the name of Gisle Muhiwa, who was seriously tortured, seriously beaten up, he couldn't even move, he couldn't even talk properly. The judge found better to send him to the hospital first. So after the hospital, maybe we'll come back to face justice and we'll let you know. In Beni, specifically in Ngadi, the ADF, the rebellious movement of ADF, attacked the base of RDC. By attacking the base of Congolese soldiers, so there were exchange of, gun firing everywhere, and that took hours before the people of MONUSCO or Blue Helmet people of the UN intervened, and by intervening, 2 of them were injured, and 7 of those militias were killed. But we heard that the militia, before to left the area, they took with them several things, meaning that they looted the area, and by looting the area, they took several items of the civilians. The MONUSCO has judged that the situation is complicated because they couldn't continue to defend themselves or to attack those militias while Ebola has been destroying that area. Ebola has been another big fight in the area. So for them, it was very hard to follow them, to finish with them at once, because that could interrupt the treatment of Ebola, the intervention of the medical staff Ebola in that zone or area. So therefore, those people just went back into the bush, or they left the area of Ngadi. But this is not the first attack. This is the 3rd attack within 2 weeks. And so 3rd attacks within 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks, that's really quite a lot. Therefore, the locals are asking the government to reinforce, to have many soldiers there, as many as they can, in order to protect the nation. Finally, we'll go to Kasai, where a motorist, by accident, he collided with a woman who was crossing, and the woman fell on the ground. The local population of this village in Quelle, we are in Kasai, central Kasai, came quickly with batons, with sticks, and they beaten up that motorist to death. The person was killed because he had an accident. He hurt a woman who was crossing the road, or again, the woman maybe fell from the motor, for the motorcycle, according to what we heard. But this is not a very good thing. This is very good news. We say our condolences once again, family of that motorist. It was an accident, and when we talk of an accident, local population shouldn't go beat up the driver, beaten up the motorist to death because of an accident. Therefore, they should maybe surrender this matter in the hand of the police. Let the police to handle it. So this is the end of our news today. I will stop by there by saying that this is what has been happening to the Congo. Today is the 4th of September 2018. Once again, may God help the Congo. Congo will continue to be united. Congo will continue to be strong. Congo will continue to work together, and nothing will separate us. I will stop there by saying thank you for watching me. Thank you for being with us. If you haven't subscribed yet, we will invite you to subscribe yourself to our channel, and every time there is any news, we can put you up to date. Thank you very much for watching us and thank you for your time. I wish you a very grateful day, a very great day, wonderful day, full of success. For those who is morning, good morning. For those who is night, have a wonderful night. Goodbye for now and see you next time. Thank you.